This month, AARP is looking at the issue of mental health and the emotional well-being of family caregivers, including specific ways we can maintain good mental health. It's so important. George Dix, geriatric mental health practitioner with Harborview, is here, along with Marguerite Ro, AARP's Washington State Director. Welcome to both of you.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
I am so glad we're talking about this. It is really important to focus on mental and emotional well-being. Can you tell us what the recent AARP survey found about family caregivers?
Sure. You know, Amity, emotional well-being and mental health are such an important part of our overall good health, and people tend to overlook those issues. What we found is that the majority of caregivers experience more stress, anxiety, and sometimes even fear.
Yeah.
But let me tell you that the survey also showed that caregiving gave over 80% of them a purpose in life.
Oh, wow. I love that there was that important fact that you found. And it really is important when you take on something and care for someone who you love. It's something greater than you. And George, I know that you kind of experience this. It's a challenge taking care of our loved ones, but you experienced both sides of the equation in caring for your brother, isn't that right?
Yeah, it was quite an experience. Just recently, my brother Terrence was in decline as a result of some medical practices that were not the best for him. And over that time, I was invited, or actually compelled, to get back to Augusta, Georgia, where we are from, and assist the family with his care. And it was a fantastic experience. It was also exhausting.
Yeah.
It was costly. It challenges other relationships. It demands a lot of your patience, and I want you to know that you're very likely to be exhausted at the end of that activity. But at the same time, it was an amazing journey of discovery.
I'm looking at pictures of your brother right now. What did you discover?
Well, I discovered that this guy who I was always worried about having basic needs met had a fantastic life. He was involved as a leader in the transportation industry. He was a commissioner of the local transit authority.
Wow.
He was on the election commission. He was a commissioner there. He was the regional director for the Democratic Progressive Caucus.
Wow.
Among many other things, he helped people start small businesses. More importantly, you might see him with Senator Warnock.
My goodness.
On his phone is Arun Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi's grandson.
No kidding.
So I discovered this person had a marvelous life, a productive life.
Yeah.
He's helped start many businesses.
Wow, you know what's amazing about that is that these are our family members.
Yes.
And when sometimes in the hardest moments is when we can come together and have that quiet space to get to know each other. And I see what you mean about the beauty of that, and I can see why that survey showed it. George, I have to ask, you seem to have really had a good handle on this caregiving situation. Do you have any other tips for other caregivers?
Well, I do this on a professional basis, but I'll say this, it's hard even as a professional. And so the tips are, put your mask on first. I remember in the very beginning you made that comment, and we've all been on airplanes, and I want to really emphasize that.
Yeah.
No one is asking you to be a martyr. And you really need to take care of your health vis-a-vis maintaining your social connections.
Yeah.
They'll be less, but you need to maintain them. Your own psychological well-being, humor, joy, maintaining your intimate relationships. No one is asking you again to sacrifice.
That's such an important thing. And before I let you go, Marguerite, any last tips on making it through the holiday season, particularly for family caregivers?
Well, for family caregivers, I would say make sure to make some of this holiday your own, right? And take that 15 minutes out of every day just for you. The other things I would just remind people of is that there are resources available to support family caregivers. We're lucky to have a number of agencies here in the area that offer family caregiver support groups, and connecting with those to have that shared journey and just to be able to share what's going on, whether it's good or bad. That's really important.
Yeah.
And importantly, if people need immediate support, they should call 211.
211, I was just going to mention that.
Exactly.
I wish I had that. I mean, honestly, thanks to both of you for sharing your stories. I wish that I had had these tips when I was caring for my own mother because I made all the mistakes and it was really hard. So I'm so glad that you're here and you're sharing this, and I'm so glad that you told everyone about 211 because that is so helpful.
Thanks for letting us be
Yes,
here
thank
again.
you.
Absolutely. Happy holidays, my friends.
Happy holidays.
Take care.
And AARP has many resources to help, plus links to support groups like Marguerite mentioned. Just go to the website you see on your screen.
This portion of New Day Northwest is sponsored by AARP and BECU.